I just recently got my hair done, and so I'm gonna walk you guys through the different phases of life with my hair. Let's start here. I thought it would be a great idea to get a bob. This is when it was grown out and I had curly hair, so I would straighten it. Let's move on from here. Okay, this is my first introduction to highlights. And then at some point I decided I just wanted to dye my hair black. So this was the start of me dyeing my hair black, early 20s. I just box dye black and then I would let it fade into whatever this is. We're back to dyeing it black in Japan. It wasn't terrible all the time, but when I didn't style my hair, it looked so rough because it would be so frizzy. The curls were curling. It was dark, but you know, we liked it. I was into it. This was my first year competing at Miss Virginia. The hair was dark. It was kind of the first introduction to highlights as an adult. I believe this is when I found my hairdresser Carly that I currently use. Started to experiment with lighter colors. I ended up winning Miss Virginia with this color of hair, which was honestly really nice. I really liked this. It was kind of like an auburn dark brown with nice caramel highlights. Also, we're just gonna go back to this picture for a brief moment. This was like before I started dyeing my hair with lighter colors. This was like the dark phase. But this was after like 2 years in Japan. I didn't get my hair cut. The entire time I was in Japan, I had a pair of scissors and I would just trim my ends. So my hair was in like desperate need of a cut, but I just grew it out and I was wearing wigs every single day for work. So I just would put my hair up under the wig. And I honestly think my hair was pretty healthy at this time in my life. This was around the same time that I won Miss Virginia. This is Susan from corporate. Honestly, I liked this look. This was like the grow out of the first time I really started to add color, and then COVID hit, and so I didn't go to see a hairdresser for a long time. So you can see the roots were dark, but the ends were light, and ooh, this was kind of a vibe. This is where I started to get out of control. I want to be a blonde bitch. I did a few months like this, and then Carly went out on maternity leave. I went into this other random lady's living room, and I was like, I want to be blonde. Like, I want to be crazy blonde, and then this is what happened, which she did what I asked her. It's not her fault. She did a great job. I literally asked for what is coming. This is what I did. And I was like, I love it. Honey. All of my headshots for The Bachelor were in this. I'm like, what is happening? But I was feeling it. I was like, ooh, she's a summer girl. But this is how I submitted for The Bachelor. This hair color right here. Right before I was getting wild with the blonde. And then this was literally me in the hotel room before they took our phones. Like, this is what I asked for from Carly. And at first I was like, oh my God, like, I think I went too dark. I don't know, it's kind of plain Jane. And one of my girlfriends, Tyler, she was like, no, it's effortless. Like, this is a great look. You don't look like you're trying too hard. This was a behind the scenes picture. This is what my hair looked like by the end of the season, which I also loved. It was like the crazy blonde that I had done that summer was like bleeding through. This was with my natural curls one day in New York City. I feel like at this point I'd done so much damage to my hair from that crazy bleach over the summer, and I would every single day on the show I pretty much always had to style it because sometimes you'd have to do pickup shots or whatever, and so your hair would have to look the same as it did on a different day. So I pretty much got stuck just like heat curls in my hair every single day on the show. Is a style that was kind of like post-show, more natural look, less bleach. This was a couple months ago. This has been me living in LA. Obviously, it's a lot darker. I think it's been like 6 or 7 months that I didn't do anything to my hair. Again, just like slowly trimming it because I'm crazy and would sometimes just cut bangs for myself. I feel like it was getting healthy and long again, but the ends, as you can see, are kind of straggly. And then this is me just the other day. I did want some lighter colors in the front, but in the back and throughout, I tried to not add too much blonde. I'm focusing on hair health. I'm going to be taking that Nutrafol every single day. I took a before picture today, and so I'm excited to see how it looks in a couple months. Just focusing on hair health. Yeah, I don't style it so much with heat anymore. I did today to do my before pictures, but mostly just wearing it natural, so I'm excited to see what happens.